This is why men will never go back to modern women. What I mean, certain things have reached a point, haven't they? A sort of culmination where things can't go back. Have a look at this. Crossing the Rubicon is a common idiom referring to a point of no return, or an action that commits one to a specific course of action, often with significant consequences. So basically there's no going back. It originated from Julius Caesar's act of crossing the Rubicon River in 49 BC with his army, which marked the start of the Roman Civil War and was a direct challenge to the Roman Senate. Interesting, I mean, considering everything that's going on right now in the world. But I want to use this to paint the picture of men not going back, because modern women have come so far, and in being a modern man, you understand there are many things you will not do or tolerate anymore.
So I made a post yesterday sharing my stories about why I care about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I literally gave a story talking about how I saw my brother take his life when I was 6 and I saw my boyfriend take his life when I was 18. And the way that some of you women responded to that genuinely has me so sick to my stomach, and I'm starting to fully realize why I don't trust so many of you, because you're ignorant and just f***ing stupid.
To this day!
Damn, wow, what a way to start. Wow. So yes, it's Men's Mental Health Month. And interestingly enough, there have been a lot of posts people have been making about Men's Mental History Month. And these women and men have been getting cooked, roasted, just for talking about it, just for talking about men's mental health. Yeah? Again, emotional intelligence, but when talking about men's mental health, no one is more vicious about it than women.
Because you're ignorant and just
Stupid.
I hope you're focused and on your square. Damn. So when men say no one cares about us, aside from the few of us as men that do care about other men, yeah, we're saying it for a reason, because we see it every single day. Damn.
You're stupid as f***.
Wow.
I understand the issue with men. I'm not dense. I understand the issue with men. I know what they've done. I know what they do. I know how they think. I know how they, whatever. But if you cannot process and comprehend that not every individual man is like that, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. Hating an entire group of people based on what some of them have done is ignorant as fuck.
It's what they did with the male loneliness epidemic. I mean, you sort of realize that very early on. It's like, what are you talking about? You notice that they were complaining about men who hurt them. Oh, he broke my heart, he hurt my feelings. Therefore, they hope he's suffering from this male loneliness epidemic, which is
Stupid.
wow. That topic let me know how a lot of women are projecting. Same with the bare minimum topic. That was another revealing topic for women. It let a lot of us know they are only talking from personal experience and hurt. Oh, their little feelings got hurt. So now they want all men to suffer. Damn. All of us aren't bad. But then again, that doesn't matter, does it?
And also for the people that's like, well, I don't even really see them post anything about it. I don't even see them make, GoFundMes. They don't post any, links or donation sites. It's like they don't even care. News f***ing flash. You don't have to be an online activist to f***ing care. You don't have to post GoFundMes to f***ing care. Because every time I see a man post about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, the entire comment section is flooded with women saying, yeah, I don't give a f***, you do it to yourself. Then there's men in there too. Fuck you, yeah, no, I don't care. You're doing it to yourself. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, men that do that are a bunch of pandering, walking simp vaginas. That's you, bruh. Those dizzy bros call you a man because you're kissing their butts. As a man, I don't see you as that, bruh. Nah, you're that wet wap you look and smell like.
Desperation for...
That's how you act when someone does try and fucking speak up on it. So no, again, this is the exact reason why it's important. Men do not get to fucking talk about their feelings.
Of course not.
Because either women treat them like shit or men treat them like shit.
Exactly.
When we talk about our feelings, men are probably going to treat us like shit, but at least we'll always have women there. Men do not have that the way that we do. Stop acting so fucking dense. If you see me talking about why caring about men's mental health is important for the men who are not terrible people, who are not awful, terrible predators, assaulters, abusers. I'm talking about the men who are doing every thing they can to be a good person and to be enough, and they're still getting treated like they're still being told they can't cry. They're still being told that their emotions aren't valid.
Honestly, I do not want them to stop.
Stupid.
No. They fuel me up. I'm a sort of man that's fueled by women's nonsense and BS. But it's like, we're being rational here, but they want to be irrational, jump out the window, and just make some dumb points from their own personal hurts. he broke my heart and ghosted me, whatever. Personally, I don't want him to stop. Nah, keep going. They need to turn it up. A lot of women are being soft nowadays. Don't understand. No, don't understand. That would require emotional intelligence. No, F that, please. Blah. Be irrational. Just do it the way you keep doing it. They wonder why men are different. Why men don't want to be like men of the past and go back and do all the old BS anymore.
Bullshit.
Really? Really? Who wants to be that modern simp dickhead to a modern woman?
Stupid.
Really? No. She can keep that. And I'm sort of fired up by all these women cooking men for no reason. For no reason. You're a decent man and you're getting cooked by women for no reason. Oh yeah, don't worry. I've got tons of ammunition. Tons.
I'm not talking about Ted Bundy. I'm not talking about Andrew Tate. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about men who are just good people that are getting treated like every day, especially by women like you.
Exactly.
Get over your self for once in your life. Stop trying to make everything, well, I just hate men. I hate men. Hating men being your personality is more of a pick-me than being the center of attention for men. And I hope you realize that.
Sadly, they never will. They never will. It's too far gone. In other words, modern women have already crossed the Rubicon River, haven't they? It's a point of no return. It just is what it is now, isn't it?
Stupid.
If you're a guy who's attractive, motivated, and focused, here's the truth that no one tells you. Dating actually gets harder for you guys. People would assume that you have options and that you're always talking to someone. But really, most girls won't approach you. The ones who do might only see the surface.
Okay, she's talking about good-looking men with their lives together. Now, every man has an opinion on how they look, whether they think they're good-looking, whether other people think they're good-looking or not. But let's run with it though, because having your life together as a man,
And focus.
for some women it is a turn-off, because you're not a project. You know, we're talking about Men's Mental Health Month, and it's like, there are a lot of men out there that women hope are not mentally stable or put together. Why? They can't control a man who's mentally stable and put together. They cannot control a man who can see her BS and red flags. They cannot control a man who loves and cares about himself and has boundaries.
Disgusting.
Yeah? In other words, we as men keep saying pick better, and we know women won't, partially because it's gone too far. And for a lot of women, fixing a man or looking better, like a better person than that man, matters so much to a lot of women.
Dating actually gets
Harder for you guys.
They could never date a good, decent man who's put together more than her. Just gonna make her look bad, like she's the crap person. Come on. That's too far gone also.
You're selective, and not because you're arrogant, but because you've built too much to just let anyone in. And you just want peace and not distraction.
Exactly.
So yeah, you might have more attention, but finding someone who actually sees you, that's the real challenge.
Sadly, nowadays when it comes to dating modern women, you don't really get much peace, do you?
Just want peace and not distraction.
I mean, she is a distraction. And sadly, that's all she is. Distracting you from the peace you should have. Interesting.
Call me for more dating tips.
Because it really sounds like they're assuming that I'm going to plan the date, take them somewhere, pay for it, and try to impress them.
What are you talking about? What is she talking about? Oh, this is interesting. Have a listen.
And I'm just realizing right now in this moment that this is because I'm looking for women. Maybe it's because I'm looking for women. And
Yeah.
is this just often your experience?
Yes.
That a lot of the people you're trying to date are just wanting to be impressed by you? Or like you're out for an interview?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And that's also very true. Again, here we have a woman who dates women. And it's always when you have women who date women that they understand what we as men have been saying. Oh, the irony.
Pay for it. Try to impress them.
Just like a woman.
Well, you think men are just angry and talking crap and hateful and bitter. But then when you date women as well as a woman, you experience the same exact thing. Millions upon millions of men can't be wrong. Millions of men cannot be wrong. There is a lot of weird, clear things we see going on in modern dating that it just turns you off. It makes it unappealing. It's like, why put in this effort I'm going to get you, woman? Well, that doesn't mean my life is going to get better. In fact, it could get a lot worse because now I have to cater to you and constantly impress you. Really? Why?
For me, it sucks and I ignore all of the people that are behaving that way. But I just realized that I've heard this complaint and I've brushed off this complaint
Of course you
as incelly behavior because, not this exact complaint, but just like, okay, I have some thinking to do on that. I'm not excusing incels or anything. I'm just realizing how much I hate being treated this way. And if like a large population of, because I'm also only getting a subset of women that are open to meeting other women. So I'm wondering if the completely straight girls are even more like this, like because what falls in the same category is like, I'm a passenger princess. I want like that type of vibe.
Oh my god, oh my god. You know, seeing women juggle these points that are very simple that men have been making for years, it's weird to see, isn't it? It's like on one hand it's good because now she understands what a lot of men have been saying for decades, but it's like, she's still struggling with it. Like it's something that's difficult and it's like, it's not actually difficult, it's quite simple. And it made you realize women have this dumb idea that men that make points about modern dating automatically mean struggling. And it's like, no, wait a second. Wait, no. Because getting the woman isn't the only problem. Having the woman as well is part of the problem. Look, we talk about divorces and things like that. So even if you get the woman, there's no guarantee that this woman's going to be good for you. So it's like, you know, sometimes I wonder what level people are talking from. Because some things sound very basic and it's like, this is sort of obvious, isn't it? But then you see people doing gymnastics with simple points and it's like, it's not even that complicated. You see, a lot of men can just ignore red flags and just be a simp and just do everything a woman wants without caring about himself. Yeah, that's not healthy for men. Women just hope there are a lot of men like this who would just
Pay for it, try to impress them.
sacrifice themselves to give her attention. But no, this is what's happening with a lot of women now. Men are no longer sacrificing themselves to give them random attention and validation for nothing. No, men expect women to work for it now. So when men can see that women are just overly demanding and give you nothing in return, yeah, we can clearly see, we know why. It's not about the men just trying to get a woman. It's about the men who have gotten the woman and been ruined by the woman as well. They're still recovering till this day.
Focus.
Because she took everything. So again, she's talking from a very naive perspective. Woman, you got a lot to learn. You need to get in there and get your heart broken a few more times.
Feels like they don't have anything to offer. Like I'm supposed to offer everything. And now I'm wondering if, and obviously part of the reason, if it is true that this is men's experience, like what I'm experiencing now is men's common experience, would be partly because it is the case that women have a lot.
She's still in denial. Like I said, she'll find out eventually. Just keep dating women. Don't stop. Keep going. You probably need to get married, move in, live with a few women. Then maybe you'll understand what a lot of men have been saying. Then you'll understand.
Generally, that women have a lot of choices and men have fewer choices.
Yeah.
That seems to be the case currently, at the very least. But I certainly have never struggled to get a date or a boyfriend or anything at all. And obviously there are a lot of people out there that are a lot more attractive than I am that, you know, probably just know it and maybe date in a way where they just sit back and say, impress me. That's interesting. Now this doesn't excuse any of the type of garbage I hear from guys, because the obvious next thing is just like, don't try to connect with those people, obviously. So that's completely on you if that's who you're going after. Because
oh my god, wow. I don't know how old this woman is, but she does sound naive. I'm guessing she's younger than us. I think she's possibly younger than us as millennials, because she could not be our age. As millennials, I think this woman's possibly in her 20s. We don't know because filters and whatever, we don't know. But my god, woman. My god. Again, give it time. Again, you can't possibly believe millions of men making these points is coming out of nowhere. And to add to her point, look, there are a lot of couples nowadays who are settled couples. If you're a settling person, yeah, you'd have an abundance of options. If you just settle, you don't care, red flags, whatever, and you don't have standards, yeah, it's very easy to find someone. That's not difficult at all. You can find, I believe a majority of people could find a partner if they didn't care about themselves and they didn't have standards. Easily. I don't think that's a problem. Lower your standards. Date the people you wouldn't date before. Yeah, whatever. And you realize a lot of women hope a lot of men have no standards. Like you sort of have to cock yourself. They want you to cock yourself as a man, but at least you'll have a woman. That's ridiculous and unhealthy as well.
She's pretty. Like in that case, if you're deciding like that person's a yes for you because she's really hot, then that's the deal you're making. Like she put her effort in to looking the way that she looks that made you so into it that you didn't care that she said all those things. So you guys are entering into a little social contract of your own here.
What are you talking about?
That's going to be on both of you as adults. But I will say that I personally do not like it when the girl just says, show me a good time, make me laugh, I'm a passenger princess. I don't like that at all. Really? And I will not ever entertain it for a second. All right, that was a huge, I got off track there. This video is way too long to post anyway.
One thing that men understand and will always understand is no one gives an F about us. We can make our points in the best, most logical way. It doesn't matter, because sadly when you're a man, no one gives an F unless you do. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
Because you're ignorant and just
Stupid.
Harder for you guys. Pay for it. Try to impress them.